I want to thank Tommy from the Bronx for filling in for me last Friday. We had flooding in our area, and the internet was back up by Friday, but I wasn't sure. A lot of people lost a lot of property. We didn't, thankfully. I don't know if you heard it on the news. I want to talk a little bit about abuse. I've never been physically abused, not by a parent or by a superior. This is the type of abuse I get. This is from my dog trying to bathe her, our Great Dane. She got scared and scratched me up a little bit. When I was young, my weight fluctuated a lot. I was thin at times as a kid, and I was fat at times as a kid. I went through spurts where I would eat a lot, and then spurts where I would hardly eat anything. I think that's probably normal. But my father and I didn't really get along much, and we still really don't. I mean, it's not a bad relationship anymore, but it's not a very good relationship. We're trying. I remember one time my father ordered pizza. This was at a time when I was eating a lot, and I could have eaten like 3 large pizzas myself probably. I was probably 10 or 11 years old at the time. And I remember everybody was finished eating and I wanted more pizza. There was pizza left. I went and grabbed some. And then I think he wanted a piece of pizza and there wasn't any left because I ate the rest. And so he called me a fat pig. And that really was the first time that I was called that by somebody that wasn't a peer. You know, you expect it from your peers to be called names, but you don't expect to be called names at home. And it was not something that he habitually did, but I know that it really did make me self-conscious about eating. So I think throughout the years, even now, as an adult, I don't have a very good relationship with food. I'm a vegan, so I eat plant-based foods, but did you know that there's a lot of foods that are vegan that'll keep you fat? And this guy found every single one of those things. You know, they have vegan ice creams, vegan cakes. They have the faux meats and faux cheeses. You can make a big sub sandwich with some marinara sauce, some vegan meatballs, and some Daiya cheese. And that's just as... I mean, it's my cholesterol's good because there's no cholesterol in any of that, but it's keeping me fat. So I say all that because I don't have a good relationship with food, and I need to go to, I need to go to a rehab or something. It's like when I'm really stressed out. Like right now, my wife and I, we're kind of stressed out over finances. We're trying to pay off some debts and get ahead on some things. And I'm only making about half of what I made 2 years ago. You know, I don't have that ministry compensation coming in. You know, and I was working a job in insurance and pastoring a church at the same time. And now I'm not doing that. And so I knew that when I left that church that I was going to suffer financially, but I just had to do it. Because I wasn't going to be one of those people that's just doing it for the money. I'd feel guilty. I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the mirror. But I do feel guilty, and I feel condemned a lot. I think growing up feeling with a dad I think growing up having a dad that you feel like that you never could really make proud, and then going to church where church leaders would manipulate you, make you feel like it's never good enough for God. And then, you know, everything's rewards or works based here on earth, and so that high pressure of succeeding and making people proud and being stressed out, and it's a cycle because I overeat, I get fatter. I don't like the person I am, so I overeat because I'm stressed over the person I am. And it's this cycle right here. It makes you depressed. And when I work out, I don't feel depressed. I love going for walks. Down here in Louisiana, sometimes it's just so damn humid. It's hard to walk outside. So I got to figure some other stuff out. Something I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a complete reboot starting in April. And I'm going to talk more about this on my page. So I want to talk more about what I'm going to do to get rid of this unhealthy relationship I have with food. Gotta do something. I'm going to reboot. I'll just go and get some snacks, and I'm not even hungry. But if I'm sitting around, it's like I eat out of compulsion. And I hate myself for it. Next up is Josh with ZZZ Giant Awake. Talk to you guys later.
This world will pass away. Get my emotions with them. Why should I try? Find something to bring